Liverpool have lost to Plymouth Argyle. Embarrassed by them. Garbage performance. Let's break down what's happened. G'day and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the biggest upset of the season. Liverpool losing to Plymouth Argyle 1-0. And I'm going all in on some of these play performances because it was embarrassing. This was poor. This is not the standard of Liverpool Football Club. I'm also going to cover the fact that it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad and Liverpool are not in crisis. We can easily move on from this. And look, it is a little upsetting that we're out of the FA Cup because that lineup should easily be beating Plymouth. Arne Slot went into the game with some youth players and our squad players had the responsibility to lead the way. And to be fair, I think most people would have put forward a similar lineup, if not the same lineup. And in hindsight, it was risky to put two young players in that midfield. We had McConnell and Trey Enioni. But then you have Harvey Elliott to help carry that midfield forward. But that gamble did not pay off. You can see that's where we struggled for most of the game. We just weren't getting the ball up to our front three to create any chances. We lacked that creativity. We lacked those cutting passes. Harvey Elliott was key in this game. He was the man to take this team forward. But he went missing. He was throwing bad passes all game. And to me, he was the biggest disappointment. These are the games where he needs to give Arne Slot a good problem to have. These are the games where he needs to make the manager think, should I start Harvey Elliott more? But in the end, this is a big blow for him. And it's not only Harvey Elliott, it's all of our senior players in that lineup. None of them showed leadership. Not one player played well for Liverpool. Kostas Tsimikas, he forgot how to kick a ball. He was too busy thinking about his souvlaki he was having for dinner. His biggest strength was to cross the ball into the box. But today he forgot how to cross the ball. Luis Diaz could not beat his man. He was dancing around the space. He was doing his little Latino salsa dancing. But he wasn't going at the defender. He wasn't challenging the defense at all. Diogo Jota. He's nothing if he doesn't get any service. And this is a player who's fighting for his place in the starting 11 now. He's constantly in and out of injury, but this time, he is constantly in and out of fighting for that striker position. It's different times now, Diogo. It's tough competition, and he didn't do himself any favours in this game. Federico Chiesa, mamma mia, how many times did this guy lose the ball today? He only started to be a threat from the 80th minute. But other than that, it was all bad touches, bad passes. And what was going on today? It was like when you play on a high school football pitch or some random local park out in the western suburbs and there are potholes on the ground and the ground isn't even and your touches are absolutely terrible. Hits your shin. You kick the ball and it goes 90 degrees that way. That was Liverpool today. It was sloppy. For our squad players, Chiesa, your Elliots, your Endos, Kwanzaa, Tsimikas, these players are barely going to get a run from now until the end of the season. Unless there's injuries, they won't be starting a Premier League game. They won't be starting a Champions League game. They are the biggest losers here. They have themselves to blame. And they have lost themselves a lot of minutes in this season. For us fans, this result isn't so bad. If we're coming 13th and our season is done, this FA Cup is a huge loss because that's our way out of this season. But we're coming first. We're favourites to win the Champions League. We're in the Carabao Cup final. When you put it into context, getting knocked out of the FA Cup isn't the end of the world. The Premier League title, that's the most important. Arsenal, City, United, they can battle it out for the FA Cup. And I think teams like Bournemouth, Newcastle and Aston Villa, I think they're going to have a real go at the FA Cup this season. But for us, for Liverpool, we're going for the big one. Thank you all for tuning into Liverpool Verdict. My name is Jono. If you do like this content, you can support the channel by dropping in your comments below and click that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate your support, and thank you very much, and we'll catch up on the next one.